here from RV Tips and Bits. Just wanted to give you guys an updated video on our Entegra Qwest 24L with all the upgrades and innovation ideas that we have done with it. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll try not to keep it too long. I know everybody likes short YouTube videos. Thank you. So the first thing we have is the Weboost, and that was a gift by a dear friend. And I did not want to drill holes in the roof until I really understood how this worked. So I came up with a creative way to add the cellular antenna to help get reception in hard areas with my own setup. And I will go through that in a different video, but definitely something easy to do, and you don't need to be paying hundreds of dollars for installation. Okay, we're gonna go inside. So our first overview here is just tips on the top. Not totally organized, but we just travel with 2 people, and there's a bed up here, but we've decided to take the bed cushions out when we're traveling, and there's another compartment here that lays across. But if you take all that out, you not only save weight, but you have a lot more headroom, and it's much more comfortable. For our TV, this TV came with the unit, and you'll see on every TV, I encourage you to pick up one of these. I'll have that in the links below. This is an adapter. It just plugs right into your iPhone, and any movies, any shows that you've downloaded, you can watch on your TV without any receptions needed. The next item here is our handy dandy shelf. Comes with brackets from Amazon. It is like one of my coolest things that we've made. Very sturdy, 500 pounds. And just with a click on each side, if I can get it here, it'll go back down. And I actually used the screws that were in the microwave frame, so without having to drill additional holes. I did have to put a little 1x1 to raise it so that it was flush with the countertop here, but another project that you could easily do yourself. We added a little shelf here, another product from Amazon. Just screws right into the window covering, and that worked out great for our paper towels. This is another great item from Amazon. We use it for our shoes, for our doggy bags, for our remote controls, anything, you know, that comes in handy. That's just stored right there by the door. We also have a can crusher. We drink a lot of sparkling water, and that really helps save space and recycle when we go camping. Another thing here up front, so we have a pet, and we try to multi-use things so that way you save on stuff. And so as you can see here, there's one of those steps that you put out in front of your door, a gift from my parents, and really nice, very sturdy. And I just have to put a little board down at the front part here to make it level. But now what I do is I take the seat cushions here from the seats that you use when you turn the seats around, and I just put that in here like this, nice and flat. You could put 2 on there if you wanted to. I like 1. And then I put the dog blanket there with her bed, and she sits right between us when we're driving. Another thing I do is I put a leash, and I can put this on Amazon too, that you can use for walking around your waist. It's a hands-free leash. And then I also hook that to the back of her harness while she is riding with us, and that way any kind of accident, she is protected like we are. Okay, and then behind here we have these seat hanging storage compartments, another easy thing to find on Amazon as well. All right, so we move around, and I also ordered these. Take this off. They're pretty sturdy and sort of heavy in a way. I think you might want to get lighter ones, but they're actually really cool because they look like outdoors And so they're hooks that we added throughout the motorhome for a decor of outdoorsy. Also here, you'll see the table that comes with this motorhome is fairly small. It's actually probably 5 inches shorter, and maybe a couple inches shorter this way. And we decided to get rid of that, and I ordered, again, I can leave that link, but I ordered a custom made size, and now it's a really good size. It hangs over the dining area, if you can see here, just a little bit extra. And that way, if we wanted to pull a chair up to this, it would be easy for another person or 2 people to sit there and have a lot more room. Plus, you have more room for your servings plus your dishes. The other one was small enough, it was really hard to maneuver around. Another thing we did is we took out, under this sitting area is seat belts. And the seat belts we don't really use. And if you were to take your cushions off, you will see these huge, heavy brackets that are there, obviously, to hold the seat belts and the person in place. But they weigh about 25 pounds a piece. And if anybody knows anything, you do not want to exceed your OCC, which is your occupant carrying capacity load that's allowed in your motorhome. So we took out as many stuff as we could as we added stuff, and I keep track of that, and I can also go over that in a different video. But anyways, we took those out, and when we took those out, we found so much space under this cabinet that you couldn't get to. So we took the drawer out, and then I had a custom drawer built by a family member that has a cabinet business, and look how long this is. It's like 3 feet, just under 3 feet long. And that goes all the way back into the seating area. So the next thing we did was I went and did this myself. Anybody could do this. But I put dividers in all the drawers. And easily done. I just got these little brackets there from Home Depot. The wood from Home Depot. Just cut it with a Delta saw or whatever saw you might have. And it just makes things a lot easier. Here's our sock drawer and stuff. And then, of course, it's a great place to put your wine. I like to drink wine out of real glasses when traveling so that they don't break. Also, in these cabinets, unfortunately, Entegra doesn't do really well with shelves. So in these cabinets, you will see that we have put our own shelves. This shelf up here, I inserted that myself, and believe it or not, with this decor, may not match everybody's, but if you go to Home Depot in their closet section, they have this wood already laminated for you. So you just have to cut it to size. On this particular one, I had to take this piece off, which you can just do with a hammer slightly, and kind of get it out of there, and then you can just put it back in the same holes. So that worked out really well. Down here, we also did shelving here. So in here, it was just all open. This back part here is just a very flimsy board, and it was kind of pushed forward here, and there was a lot of space back there. So I pushed it all the way back up against the pipes. And then this, I built with the Home Depot closet stuff. Used the same trim that came off of some of the areas here in the coach that I didn't need. These brackets, just little metal brackets that go like this on both sides. And then a sturdier one here to help for support. But yeah, it gave us a lot of room. And then I put the aluminum foil stuff and hanger. Everybody probably has one of those. That's nothing new. Also, considering up here, there's a door that was here. I recommend taking off any doors that you really don't need. I mean, it's just extra weight that you're carrying. And so I removed the door because obviously I want to see the instrument panel and see what's going on all the time. And what would happen is we would open this door and it would hit this door every time we opened it. So I just got rid of it, and I actually was able to use that door as part of this door down here. So when I made a bigger drawer, I just used the same door, and I had to cut it down, but I could use the same stripping that was with it for the drawer door. So that was pretty cool. Then when we go into the bathroom, you'll see in here I did shelving as well. So here I added this again from the Home Depot closet area. I put this shelf over. This was just hollow back there, and again the flimsy panel, put the shelf over it. It's still removable. The panel's still removable because there is pipes obviously back there if you had to get back there. But it gave us a lot more room, and be a little bit more organized. On the medicine cabinet, only came with one shelf. So it was like, okay, you got all this room and only one shelf. So nothing fancy. I mean, that doesn't, it's just a piece of wood. But I went ahead and added, again, from the Home Depot shelves, and some stripping I had from the motorhome, when you'll see where it came from earlier, and made multiple shelves. So it worked out really well. Again, here's our hooks. These are, you can get these on Amazon. They're really cool. They're metal and sturdy, and was able to secure them into that hollow wall. Let's see, we'll shut that off. Okay, now get into some more exciting parts here. So again, always trying to remove the weight that you don't need, because you do add things that you don't realize. And one of the things we did here was I removed the padding that was back there, a big boarded padding, probably weighed about, I don't know, 8 pounds. And then I put in a closet pole, a rod. And so I put the rod in across up there, and then I bought these baskets on Amazon, and it hangs from there. And that way we can each keep, our reading, our remote controls, and it doesn't really get in the way of our head when we're sleeping, or even if we want to sit up, we can move them to the side. There's a door over here. Again, I removed that door. Don't need it. Why do I want to keep opening a door and it's a great place to keep your books and whatever else that you need at night. So that worked out well. Okay, so next is the walls. I'm sure you're looking at them and saying, wow, that looks different. Yes, so I got this Timber Chick. Timber Chick is a very light wood. It's very light. It's not heavy at all. And I learned how to put that on after a couple pieces, realizing that just the adhesive part won't work. You really need to use, and you need to spend the money on it, is the Gorilla Glue. Excuse me, the Gorilla Glue, and put spots of the glue behind each section of the wood and the adhesive that you peel off, and then you put that on the wall, and then it sticks really well. And so far it's been through almost a year now of different weather, and I have not had any problems. I did go through in some areas that I felt like it needed it. I put very tiny little nails and also tapped those in. Added the TV. For all the money you spend, they don't put a TV in the bedroom, but that wasn't too hard, and figured it out. I barely got the top there through the ceiling. Okay, so another exciting part here is this is where in the Entegra Qwest 24L, where they put all the wiring and everything, which I wasn't too happy about after I found that out, but it's worked out okay. And so we've added a inverter. We upgraded the inverter that was in here. It was 1,000 watts, and I wanted 2,000 watts. And I also wanted all the outlets 100% to go through the inverter. So they don't when they set your coach up, they only put certain outlets through your inverter. So like your microwave and different things won't run because 1,000 watt won't hold that. So I upgraded it to 2000 watts, and this is the Xantrax. You'll see right there. And right here, as you can see right now, I'm not plugged in, so it's showing that my power is coming from my batteries, and everything's looking good. So anyway, so we also added solar. So between the inverter of 2000 watts, and we had all the electric outlets put through the inverter, so it doesn't matter where we want to plug in, it goes through the inverter and to our batteries without having to be plugged into shore power. And then we added solar, but because the inverter was so far from the batteries, which is unusual, and that's the part I was disappointed in, for the location, it was almost 13 feet. We had to upgrade our black and red, I don't know if you can see it down here, probably right down there, that's the black one, and the red one is just as thick. Here it is right here. There's the red one right here. It's a very, very thick 4/0, and is the type, and that was about $250 just for the new cable, but they were able to get it in, they were able to get it to the batteries, and so the further your inverter's away from your batteries, the thicker cable that you're going to need. So that all goes through. We have solar added, 590 watts on top of the roof, and we also upgraded our batteries. We took it from our Class A to 6-volt batteries, so we have 4 by 6-volt batteries. So the Weboost, the cellular booster that I showed you outside, so that's where I put that yesterday. Here's the main controller right here, and then I have the cable running, and that goes to the antenna outside, and I just put it right through an existing hole. So I was able to poke through the styrofoam, put it through an existing hole, and then on the outside for right now, I have a outlet right here, and I'll just use that temporarily till we make sure we like it. This is the antenna that goes inside, and that will just go up on the corner of the wall here while we're parked. I've tested it, it works, so good to go. I think it's going to probably be a keeper. And I think, let's see, what else, if I've left out anything. I think that's it. We did on the solar put up here that's where the GoPro controller is right here. So we just put that inside there. It was easy for them to go to the roof and connect to the solar panels. So yes, so that's it for right now. Turn this around. And hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to have different videos that will show each of the individual installations. So if you want to get more detailed about it. But okay, enjoy. Again, this is an Entegra Qwest 24L 2020. Thank you.